like to get some information.
Okay, great. Have you signed in yet?
No.
Let's go ahead and have you sign in right here. And then we can go ahead and go into my office and I'll let you get you some information and go over our services that we offer here at this office.
Okay, great. Thank you.
So for our location in Reedley, we are the only domestic violence agency in the rural area, as well as a Marjorie Mason Center in general being the largest in Fresno County and one of the largest in California. So we are really that rural area where there's little to no outreach out here. And so having this one hub of an area that offers everything that Fresno does is really beneficial to all the clients who may not have access to go out to Fresno, who may not even know about what Marjorie Mason Center is. And then we're right here at the central downtown area of Reedley, so we're really easily accessible. So I'm Ariel. I am an emergency services case manager here in our Reedley office. And at this Reedley site, we offer case management services, emergency services, clinical services, as well as FSP, our family stabilization program, and children enrichment services. So our emergency services, so if you're in a crisis, you're actively fleeing domestic violence, you can come here and we can have an assessment, see what your needs are, assess what services you are comfortable with, as well as also provide emergency services, housing. So if you're not interested in emergency housing, you just want services, we again assess, see what your needs are, and we connect you to appropriate services. Case management, so you'll be assigned to a case manager. More than likely that would be me, and we can have regular sessions. We can work on pretty much anything from just taking care of you, getting your own goals set, setting boundaries. We can do budget work if you are looking for a job and you kind of want to have help and assistance applying to different places, looking for different places, even a mock interview, or if you want somebody to read over your resume. I kind of do a little bit of all that, all encompassing, as well as just get you connected to other referrals and resources that are out there. We offer our clinical, so that's our therapy. So if you are interested in having clinical sessions and getting more in depth, that's where I place that referral. We do offer legal services as well. Right now that is limited to restraining order and that whole process. So we can get you connected to our legal advocates. And then if you have children, we can get them connected to a child advocate as well. So we have our enrichment center here. So if you have kiddos and you're gonna come for either a case management session, group, or clinical, we can bring the kids and somebody will watch them in the EC and do group enrichment activities with them. So we do offer group classes. We offer our safe group classes. That's a 12-week course on essentially what domestic violence is, the different effects that it has, how to set boundaries, different red flags, whole bunch of different topics. And then we also offer our parenting class. It's kind of the same thing, just more focusing on raising kids, and especially if you are coming from that domestic violence background, how are we going to change our routines and kind of get them to break that mold of domestic violence as well. So for us, our days in person is going to be on Tuesdays. Our safe groups are from 9 to 10:30. Our parenting group is from 10:45 to 12. And it's also open to the public, so even if you're not actively enrolled in a program with us and you just want to sit in, see what a group is like, then you can still come in during those times. So FSP, they do have different requirements. You do have to be connected to CalWorks and have active time remaining on your clock. But we can go ahead, if you're interested in that, you have time in your clock. It's all in one encompassing. So you get the groups, you get the case management, and you get the clinical. And you also, if you're interested in child advocacy, you get a child advocacy advocate as well. Those are set times. You are on a schedule. Your case manager will go over what days classes are, what days case management, and all other sessions, and you do have to attend accordingly. So if you're already connected with CalWorks, and if your job specialist over at DSS is aware of your domestic violence history, they themselves can put through a referral. If you're just coming to us, you don't know anything about FSP, I do your assessment, I see that you are connected to CalWorks and you have time remaining on your clock, I will let you know about the Family Stabilization Program, go over it. If it fits for you, then I will do an internal referral, and then the job specialist and our FSP case managers will kind of take over from there. So if you're actively fleeing DV, most of the time your first step is going to go to the police department, where they can kind of assess your needs. If it's needed, they can issue an emergency protective order, which is a short-term restraining order. And usually they also inform clients of our services here, which we are directly down the street from our police department. So they can come over here, kind of, again, get an assessment, see what our services are about, what they're interested in, and if they're actively fleeing and need a safe place to stay, we can place them in our emergency services program. So if you want to come here and just get some information, you may or may not still be fleeing and need a safe place to go, but you can always drop in. One of our advocates will sit with you, do an assessment, go over our services again, see what you are interested in. Everything is voluntary, so even if you say no to something right now and change your mind later down the lane, we can always do another referral and get you connected to those services. So oftentimes if you get to the point that you realize that you are in a domestic violence relationship, maybe you're not quite ready to leave, or there are other barriers like safety concerns and you can't leave yet. Maybe you just found some time to just reach out and call really quick. I, again, as much as I can over the phone, can go over our services. I always offer my phone number. That way, if you're not quite ready to commit to services right now, you can always reach back out. As well as our 24-hour hotline number, I still give that out since we are Monday through Friday schedule and we close at 5.